Yeah, there it is, man. This is what they gave us at the theater for going to check out the Survival Sunday Fear the Walking Dead crossover event. Just want to show that to you one more time, man, because I thought this was just dope. I thought this was dope. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, man. April 15, 2018. And we're going to do this a little bit different. Instead of going in on AMC and talking about everything that was bad and beginning with that and then going on to different things, I'm going to start off a little bit different. I'm going to praise AMC, okay? So I want to say congratulations and thank you, man, to AMC. Fear the Walking Dead season premiere for season 4 was absolutely perfection, okay? So thank you. I had a great time. I enjoyed everything about that episode from beginning to end. You went in, you had a purpose, and that was explaining everything that Morgan went through, how he got to present day, how he caught up with the other team from the other series, and it just came together perfectly. And I really, really, really am appreciative of everything that you guys did. The writers, the cast, the crew, directors, editing, the score, the script, every single thing about this, man. It is a new dawn, a new day for Fear the Walking Dead. Fear the Walking Dead can now be taken seriously again, all right? There's no more, I guess you can say there's no more just checking boxes and going from episode to episode with really no purpose and having bad acting and just terrible chemistry between the cast. Feeling like they were just trying to, check boxes for, oh, we got a zombie over here, we got a walker over here, we have a herd over here. Oh, this feels like The Walking Dead, so let's throw that in there. Bad guys that can't shoot. People were actually hit, on the first time that they shot at a target. There was moments where you actually felt as if Morgan was going to die during the episode, which we all know is not going to happen. But there was moments where you felt like the cast was at risk, okay? So each character that's inside of this season 4 opener, they all had their moment of like a near-death experience, okay? And you were sitting at the edge of your seat and you're like, oh my God, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? And then you get to the end and you're like, okay, outstanding. Now, this is the reason why we're here. It's the crossover event for Survival Sunday. Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead, they meet. All right, and how that comes together is through the character of Morgan, okay? Which I finally found out Morgan's last name. It's Morgan Jones. Didn't know that. I found out something new, and I've been watching the show since the beginning. But something happened in The Walking Dead that I never expected to happen, and that was a bad season finale. When I say bad season finale, I'm talking about a finale that should have never happened. It should have never been accepted through AMC, through the showrunners. I don't know if Scott is still there. I have no clue what's going on with the show, but it has severely lost direction, okay? It is heading into a path to where, number one, you're not going to make, using this finale, you're not going to make any new AMC fans. You're not going to have new Walking Dead fans. You pissed off a lot of fans. All right, so if you went tonight to watch the Walking Dead, Survival Sunday event, I don't know how your theater experience was, but mine, what I noticed is that, number one, there wasn't any cheering. Number two, there was no sort of appreciation for AMC. There was nothing but grunts. There was nothing but, especially for me, God damn it. There was a lot of God damn it. And then after that, a majority of the people that, you paid money to see 2 events, to see The Walking Dead finale and then to see the premiere of Fear the Walking Dead. So even if you weren't a fan of those, using Morgan to bring those 2 shows together and have an actual crossover event that makes sense, it is way better than every other crossover event on television, including the CW. Majority of those people, they walked out. They didn't stay to experience any Fear the Walking Dead moments. They didn't stay to, even have like the hope or anticipation of Rick Grimes coming on screen and saying, hey, thank you for tuning in, or have Morgan even, they left. They left in frustration, man, and they left quick. I mean, they were as soon as you saw Rick Grimes at that tree, okay, and he was crying and waiting for the next season to start, they got up and left, and then the screen went black, and that's it. I don't know if we missed something inside of our premiere, because there was a moment where Negan and Rick Grimes go head to head. All right, so they're coming head to head. Rick Grimes is favoring his left arm, I believe. Yeah. He's favoring his left arm, and he has some sort of injury here. But before he gets there, he's favoring like his elbow or his shoulder. So I don't know if he hurt himself, if he fell down. He was out of bullets by the time he met up with Negan, so I don't know anything about that. I don't know what happened. He should have had a full, clip, but he was pretty much out of bullets and injured for some reason. But there was nothing there, man. I can't even really, begin to describe it, because the frustration comes back again. And it's just frustration with the AMC, man. It's like, they sacrificed the finale for The Walking Dead, for Fear the Walking Dead premiere. So they were like, you know what? Listen, we know that the ratings are slipping, but we can't allow The Walking Dead finale to look better than Fear the Walking Dead premiere. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a lot of choppy editing, okay? Zero score. The score was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. Flashback sequences that really didn't constitute anything. They didn't have a bang to it. Like you weren't emotional when you saw a young Rick Grimes with a little small Carl, and they're walking hand in hand, and Carl's leading him to this new land, which is going to be season 9. You didn't feel anything. There wasn't any emotion. There wasn't any emotion, satisfaction. There wasn't anything. It was just bland. It was like, you get, I don't know, like a New York pizza for the first time. You're tasting, you're like, it tastes just like a DiGiorno. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have bought this at Walmart, from the freezer aisle, and then went home and cooked it. There's nothing, but there was nothing was there. And I don't know, man. They had listen. This thing said 7:30 that it's starting on the ticket. All right, so we get up there at 7. All right, from 7:30, well, actually, literally from like 7:10, 7:15, all the way until about 8 o'clock, we sit there for an hour, 45 minutes, and nothing happens. Like, the show doesn't start. The ticketing, I don't know what happened. Maybe they just want everybody in their seats. Who knows? But it was just, I don't know. It was my anticipation was so low. So I didn't expect much. All I expected is that, number one, Negan would die. Number two, a few people from the group would die, because there's just too many. There's too many of them. It's becoming a point where, if I'm watching an episode that has a cast that I really, really like, almost every episode I should see that cast. There shouldn't be an episode where I say, hey, where's Jesus at? I haven't seen Jesus. Where's Ezekiel? Hey, where's Eugene? Where's Rosita? Where's Dwight? I'm sitting here. Where's Daryl? Where's Carol? Where's Morgan? And you're sitting here and asking yourself these questions, and nothing's being answered. And that's how it was tonight. It was just like, dude, what's happening with the show? And I don't know. I got to that point where I was just like, I just kept going like this to the screen. I was like, hey, you just get out of here. The hell with it. I wasn't invested after that, man. It just, Glenn died for what? He died. His death really mattered. It meant something, Abraham died. For what reason? What's the point? And then all of a sudden, Carl dies. He writes these little stupid letters like he's, he's Paul, like he's writing epistles to different cities like Corinth and stuff in the Bible. So he's his epistle. It was the epistle of Carl, and Carl reaches all these people and he changes their lives. But it was just like, dude, Negan is such a terrible person that you say it's justice for him to rot in jail. Now let's bring it back into our reality. Think about the worst criminal. I'm saying, the worst criminal alive. Let's go with Marilyn Manson, okay? Let's go with Ted Bundy. Let's go with I don't know. Think of somebody else. Somebody so sick and twisted. Imagine them. Let's go with Genghis Khan. Put Genghis Khan in a prison and let him rot away. Is that justice? Adolf Hitler. Is that justice to put Adolf Hitler in a prison and just let him rot away? He's getting fed every day. He has water every day. He has clothing. All right. I just don't understand it. Same thing with, our penitentiary system. It's like, it's the worst people. They're in there for life, but we're paying for it. So you have the threat going forward for whoever's watching him, the person that's going to guard his cell, the person that has to go in there and eventually has to use the restroom, because we're in a situation in The Walking Dead to where you don't have any toilets. So where is he going to go to the bathroom? Somebody has to go in there. So is he always going to be chained up? And if that's the case, who's holding this Johnson? Who's doing all this stuff for him? Like, who's wiping his ass? I don't know, man. That's where I'm at. It's like, Negan survived, and it did. I don't know. Remember that one time when they crashed? He crashed that car. He crashed into the back of Negan's car. They went on that chase, and then there was a chance for them to end the war and kill each other, and they didn't do that. This is the same exact thing, man. It was such a letdown. It was like going to watch A Quiet Place and thinking to yourself, I'm going to see the history of where these aliens came from. I'm going to see a mothership. I'm going to see all these different factors that make this creature so fearful. And you get nothing. Okay? You get zero. Nada. And then they call it one of the greatest movies. And that's pretty much probably what's going to happen too, man. I think that I'm in a place and time in my life where I just don't agree at all with critics. I don't agree at all with a lot of people, man. And it gets frustrating after a while. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, I'm not going to hold AMC, to hold their feet to the fire. I understand what you did, okay? You did a very smart move. You sacrificed one, for the other. And it is what it is, man. We can't win them all. If you can't win them, you can't beat them. Just join them, man. So, we'll just continue on, man. I will say this, though. All this Walking Dead stuff that I have and own, man, it's going on sale. I'm out. I'm out, man. For season 9 going forward, man, I'll just watch it. I'll just enjoy it, and same thing with Fear the Walking Dead. I'll enjoy that. Hopefully they continue on with a good track system and, hold themselves accountable somewhere. But I'm out, man. I can't do it anymore. When a show becomes terrible, just like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I can name a lot of them. I'm not going to even mention Arrow, because you guys know how I feel about Arrow. Arrow sucks, okay? It's terrible, all right? But eventually somebody has to come in there and try to revamp and reboot these shows and do a soft reboot, and that's what Arrow's currently doing right now. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is done for this season, and I think The Walking Dead just did a soft reboot too. So hopefully we meet somebody that, I don't know, justifies killing, justifies murder, you know what I'm saying? I'm all for an eye meets an eye, man. If you kill somebody, you should die. If you rob somebody, somebody should rob you, you know what I'm saying? Meaning that they should take money out of your account and you should pay them. You chop somebody's hand off, chop your hand off. Stuff like that. Eye for an eye, but I don't understand, I just don't understand what The Walking Dead is doing. Yeah, we want to rebuild society, but it's only been like 10 years, man. Live a little. Get all these freak shows and weirdos and psychos and lunatics off the streets and out of existence before you start trying to rebuild society and having, a justice system and all this other crap. It hasn't worked for us here, so why is it going to work in this new world? I don't know, man. So now we're in a situation to where, Maggie and Rick are going to be warring together. So it's frustrating, man. I'm out of here. I'm done talking about this crap.